So as much as we all loved Spider-Man Homecoming, there was one part right in the beginning that didn't sit well with pretty much anybody who's your, avid Marvel Cinematic Universe and MCU fan. And this happened to be that one moment where we see the time jump of 8 years later. Now, of course, there's been a lot of speculation about this, that the timeline was messed up, that things happened, that Sony just screwed up and they weren't paying attention, and that this kind of messed up the timeline. And in essence, this kind of shows up because up to this point, Marvel has really paid attention to everything they're saying and when it takes place. And recently, Joe Russo, one half of the directors of Avengers Infinity War, was outright just asked in regards to this, in regards to the 8-year time gap, and he says, and I quote, "It was a very incorrect 8 years." Now, of course, the confusion all raises from the fact that the Avengers releases in 2012, and that's 5 years ahead of Spider-Man Homecoming, which released in July of 2017. So people started speculating that maybe, tops, it could be 6.5 to 7 years after, if you were to say that the Avengers takes place in like maybe late 2009, early 2010, maybe? You could do that, but that's not how we perceive the MCU, so that's where all the problems kind of rise, and that's why many people were questioning this, and now it's been confirmed, yeah, that's kind of a plot hole, and it's probably not going to get addressed. Maybe they'll address it in Spider-Man 2 or something, but for right now, it seems like Sony did screw up on that, and the director has confirmed it. And honestly, I'm not really that much bothered by it. I think the only reason we're bothered by it is because of that notion that everything is taken care of so carefully. And you think the people making this movie would have been able to just be like, wait a second, the math doesn't add up here. What do you mean? It's only been 5 years between these movies. How's it been 8? You think someone would have addressed that, right? And maybe it'll get addressed some point, like I said, down the road, or in an official canon book or something that they're going to include with something. It probably will be, but for now, it's a plot hole, and it just, it blows that it's just right there in the opening of the movie, and it just kind of jumps out at you.